All right, welcome back once again to the show. October 12th, it's a Sunday. And what you see here on the left is a chart of the S&P E-mini futures. And that big red bar you see on the far right of the chart was the disaster that is Trump played out in the stock market as of the close Friday. So what do we want to do here? Well, this is the latest video from Manic Mike. Manic Mike trading, mental Mike trading. You know, I'm starting to think Manic Mike trading might sound a little better, a little more PC. So this is Mike's video, and I want to document this and get this on the record with some specifics here and now, so no one has to say, I told you so. Now, Mike is going to continue to say, I told you so, because he's a lost fool, lost inside his own mind. And again, I state, this is what happens to old men when they live in closets for too long. He has no objectivity whatsoever, and we're going to get to what he's saying and what he is believing right now, and I will use this in the future, more than likely, to yet again bolster my claim that this guy has absolutely nothing to offer. I'm going to make that argument again here now, and we will revisit this video as we move forward, knowing full well no one knows what's going to happen, not only just next week, but next month, etc., including this clown on the right that you see here, but that's a different story. That's why we call him Manic Mike now. All right, so I skipped some of the nonsense here, the opening, the prelude to his points. I haven't listened to the whole thing, but I skimmed it quickly. So we'll go over this, and let's get going with this right now.
So that triggered a lot of selling. But I also think some of this could be tied to next week's tax train. You know, we get some tax selling beforehand. So I've been telling you guys that that's going to happen.
Okay, now already, I hope you noticed the backpedaling. This is the guy that claims he sees the flows every day and he will see the pullback before anyone else, and he'll come out and tell you he's watching it every day. Everyone else gets old news, blah, blah, blah. Let me remind you, videos done the day before, a couple days before, he was saying, I see no reason for any pullback. The flows were just fine, stronger than last year to date, blah, blah, blah. You know the story. Well, what did he open this video? By the way, post this big move. What did he open that video with? Well, I told you there was going to be something next week, and now it's starting early. So was this flow related at all? No, not really. Did he catch it? No. You can't say he caught it, and he can say I told you so till he's blue in the friggin' face. This guy did not come out here and tell you that anything like this was about to happen anytime soon. In fact, he said the opposite. But now that it's happened, he's got to backpedal, because this is how you play tennis without the net. You know, I used to call him No Net Norman. I still do. This guy's got so many apt monikers, I just never know which one to use at any point in time. So yeah, No Net Norman. This is how you play tennis without the net. Just smash the ball, because nothing's in the way. Because that's how everyone has to play tennis, right? That's how the real world plays tennis. This guy's a freaking mental midget. Let's continue.
But here is the important thing to remember. I want you to pay attention to this. Since 2017, when Trump took office in his first term, we have seen many headline-driven sell-offs based on some comment or proposal about tariffs, okay? Go back and look at where the S&P was in 2017 and look at where it is now.
Yeah, okay, here we go. So he chose 2017, Trump's first term. I think why he told that isn't so much of a defense of Trump. It's just that Trump was the only fucking retard that's out there slinging tariffs around like he's the crazed fucking lunatic that everyone knows him to be. And of course, this is an admission of such, because we know what's causing this. It's Trump. He's a fucking lunatic that needed to be removed fucking yesterday. But I digress. Let's continue. So his argument here is, look at where the S&P was and look at where it is now, and it doesn't matter what happened between now or then and now. The market's up. Let me tell you something. As of the day before Friday, so on the Thursday, and if you're looking for close values on the Wednesday, every single day in history that the S&P, since the S&P was formed, you can say that. Now, does that matter? That's like a total duh moment, if you will. You can say that for every single day in history up until Wednesday if you're using closes, or Thursdays if you're using intraday numbers. Does that matter? I ask you, where are all the customers' yachts in that case? So clearly, this is a pointless point. It doesn't matter. Of course, the stock market is a growth function. Whether you realize that or not, that's why you're in it. And you're going to see a continuing theme here. This is all he says from the little spots that I stopped and played a few snippets. Throughout this video, that's all he says. Basically, like I said, he's a glorified buy and holder. He just does a worse job at it. And again, my point, this guy his trading has nothing to do with MMT. It is pointless. It is a pointless endeavor. He has never caught a downturn where he gets you out of longs and gets you shorts. Never, not once. In fact, he has always done the opposite. Every time you had a bona fide nice sell-off, this guy was long and buying on the way down. And then at the bottom, one of those times, he literally panicked and told you to sell, go short. You got to be out of the market. And this is when it was down shit tons. And then had to do a quick video right after that, making up some bullshit. And I will tell you, because I was there that day, the market started moving up quite a bit in the futures, in the after hours. And he had already posted that video telling everyone to get the fuck out, panic. The flows have finally showed something negative. Well, too little, too late, which is my point. Completely the opposite of what this guy says. I'll see it first. I see it every day. I'll see it first. I'll tell you. I'll save you. No, you won't. That's not how he's ever done it. That's not how it's ever going to work. That's childish. And after he saw the futures rising quite a bit in the after hours, after he had already posted that video, he had to come out and hastily make a second one. No, the flows have turned. Get back in. Missed it all. It's documented on his channel. You're going to have to go find it. And sorry if I could tell you any more details of which of the, rather hefty drawdowns the market has had since 2011. I'd tell you which one, but I really don't remember if it was 2011 or 2016. But just go look for a big market drawdown and look at a bunch of videos in and around the very bottom of the day. So grab this chart here and go take a look. You'll find it unless he's conveniently deleted it. So let's continue.
I want you to understand that it is very important to stay in control of your emotions and let.
Okay, I think he's going to do several minutes of the same stupid shit. Stay in control of your emotions, blah, blah, blah. You should be buying. Don't panic. The market's always up. Yeah, buy and hold. That's what it is. Most people are buy and hold. Okay, they do it poorly, and this guy does it even worse because he doesn't label it as what it is, buy and hold. He labels it as, I'm using MMT principles and ideas and fiscal flows, and I'm going to do better for you than a buy and hold. No, he's not. And he can say whatever he wants when he never puts out an actual portfolio to prove what he says. So he can freely just bullshit because there's enough dumb shits that will believe his nonsense because they've been around all of 5 minutes and they just don't have an understanding of how easily they and many people will get conned just on a regular basis. So I'm going to skip ahead because this is mostly just ridiculous stuff. I've always said, just be a buy and holder and shut all this shit off. And just wake up 30, 40 years down the road and take the money you've made, which will be enough, and just retire. Ideally anyways. But that's going to give you your best probability of success for absolute minimal effort.
These other people who react on these transfers. As long as that's the case, I have absolutely no concerns about the economy or the stock market. Okay, this will recover. And actually today I did some buying today in bank.
Good, I managed to catch that because I didn't know where it was in this video. I happened to hear it and got lucky and caught it right away. He did some buying today. Again, this is this endless bucket of money. Let me zoom in here. He did some buying today. If you look at a couple of videos ago when the market was down and he said it was going to go up or continue to go up, and somebody said something in his comment section, let's just say it was this day here, it was something like that. I did some buying today. That sell-off was a buying opportunity. And he does this all the time. This one was, and this one is. The problem is multifold here. Where's he getting his money from? If he's doing that much buying of any consequence, how much cash did he have? How much was he sitting on? Is he used up all his cash, and is he levering now his portfolio? He doesn't say. What is his portfolio? He doesn't say. What percentage of his account is he buying? He doesn't say. He did tell you he was buying some banks. But here's the problem. People forget all the times. Oh, I bought. Trust me, he's going to say it again. This market continues to go down. He's going to be claiming he bought all the way down. Listen, this is not how this game is played. If that's all you're going to say, shut the fuck up. Honestly, close your fucking channel, Manic Mike. If that's all you're going to say, every idiot with a YouTube channel says that same thing. So again, I ask you, it's literally, I think the most often asked question by myself when it comes to Mike, what's the fucking point? What is your fucking point? He doesn't have one. Buy on the way down. What? So the, I don't know, quarterly dividend of 1 and a something % on the stocks that you have, that you pay dividends, you're buying. So a quarter of, would you buy 1 share of JP Morgan? 5? Does it matter? No. I did some buying. If this is all you're going to say, and you clearly have missed fully half, a third of a typical move already, and a typical market pullback, 10 to 15%. Listen, this is something close to 4% right here. This is including the after hours. I've got it set for after hours because it lost even more in the after hours when dumb fuck Trump put a 100% tariff on China on top of whatever else was on there. What a fucking child. You Americans are something fucking else. I just tell you. Elect him again. Oh shit, you can't. Oh wait, he's not leaving. Don't worry, we're not going there. The whole thing is a fucking joke. It's not worth your time. It's just a waste of time. So Manic Mike here missed this. He's saying, oh, that sell-off that was going to happen next week, it's kind of started. Well, that's a lot of help. That's a lot of help. Thanks, buddy. Jeez. You should have just said just sell in the middle of August. You'd be just as right. In fact, you're worse off now because you're buying these dips higher and higher. And your bullshit make it up portfolio that is just an endless bucket of money where you can buy all the way down. Are you kidding me? And what's worse, he's watching the fiscal flows every day. Did it help? I asked this question. Did it help any of his subscribers? Did it help anyone? Did he see it? Did he catch it? Did he tell you should have some caution here? No. The last video he made prior to this a couple of days are all freaking, all green lights, straight ahead. And he's saying it here on this video, and he's buying all the way down with money that, he doesn't have, or it's a pointless amount. And yeah. Portfolio, Mike. Grab your nuts, pussy. The offer still stands. Your bullshit against my algo, real finite amount of money, however you want to do it. Come on, Mr. Long Term, but I make a video every other day. Missing everything. That's right. No nuts, Norman. Let's continue.
Stocks, and I think next week on the tax train, like I said, we'll bottom out in this sell-off probably around Thursday.
Okay, great. Does he know that? No. Do I know that? No. Am I going to bank on that? No. Just doesn't matter. And if you're buy and hold, what's it matter? Does it matter? Are you paying attention? Do you have to pay attention? If you miss this, would it end your life? No. Because he's not offering anything here other than a poor, greater effort, worse outcome, buy and hold.